Well, basically, the company I was working with, they just got acquired by a large corporation, and there were changes that started coming, and it was difficult with the change. There was no clear direction, and a lot of people within the company didn't know where the company is heading. So at that time, I thought to control my destiny, it will be good that I look for something that I can count on long term, rather than not knowing which direction the company is heading. So I decided to take a step and think in my own hand and started looking for a business, and having that business background for a long time through family, it helped me to kind of build my confidence to get started. So I started looking around, and then found something through Chicago Tribune advertisement, and bought it.
No kidding, that's how it works. And so Power Plant Services was already existing in some form? It was a training?
Actually, the way it worked out, it was a regular machine shop. They never used to do any power plant services work. I mean, they were serving the local market, mostly in the printing industry. Through my previous background, through previous employment, I had learned the power plant industry. So we did get started with the printing industry, and slowly, as customer found out where I went, they came after us looking for me, because I have served them very well in the past. So they all started approaching me, and then that's how the business started growing.
So really you're just...
I think currently, after the 2008 downturn, we had a little setback in 2009, but we are back on track to growing at anywhere from 20 to 30% a year. So that's what we've been growing, and I think that was our growth before 2008 too. So,
wow, that's pretty substantial industry.
Well, basically we started with a manufacturing company. We are providing parts, and as our customer base grew, we get a lot of customer feedback, and most of the customers were asking, we like the way you manufacture parts. Can you provide more services? And that's has been our focus. We constantly get our customer feedback, and that's the way we approach, where we want to grow, how we want to do things. So eventually we started adding product line to start our growth. And during that process, we added repairs, we are adding open, clean, and close, we are adding project management. So we are adding various portfolios based on a market survey and a feedback from customers. Most of our customers are direct power plants. 75% of our business comes from a direct power plants. 25% comes from people who are within our industry, similar machine shops, people who open, clean, and close turbines. So, but most of the customers are direct power plants. And currently the business is 90% US and 10% international. So we just started going international, and as jobs are shifting overseas, we see a lot of demand for growth in other part of the world. They are similarly experiencing what happened over here 25 years ago. Most of the rest of the poor country, or developed nation as they call it, go through this phase. They are usually 25 years behind. So Power Plant Services is focusing right now to provide one-stop shop service to power plant industry and energy industry. Our focus consisted of parts, repairs, open, clean, and close turbines, and the project management for various turbines, as well as balance of plant equipment that energy industry uses for producing their electricity.
Wow.
Okay.
Great.
I think, particularly in the repair business, we find out that, delivery is the key. I guess everything is being just in time, or Kanban as they call it. People need things urgent, and we found out that having our own fleet of trucks and vehicles helps us to get things done a lot faster, and things are under control. We have experienced pretty bad thing in the past where drivers have gotten lost, or things have not delivered, and the driver was nowhere to found. So all that has led to, we believe that to provide a good service, you got to have your own mode of transportation. You can't rely on other people to get that service level.
So that's...
Well, shipping is a very important part of the power industry, where timing is very critical. They operate 24/7, and so do we. To support their operation, we have to operate 24/7. So we decided that to support 24/7 operations, we need to have our own trucks and our own fleet of vehicles to deliver the product in time. It was very difficult to get that level of service from outside suppliers, so we decided to invest in our own vehicles, and we can count on our own people and our own trucks to deliver the product in time.
Bingo. In your mind.
Well, basically the service will consist of, anything that we need to take it apart, which is usually disassemble the product.
Reverse engineering?
No, actually that will be more like, we get valves, we get turbines that need to be taken apart first. So typical process is just like taking your car to the dealer. They take it apart, they find the problems, they diagnose the problem, and then they come back to you what the problems are, and then you advise the repairs. So that's a typical process for us, consists of bringing the turbines, bringing the gearboxes, bringing the pumps, bringing all this various machinery to our plant. We take it apart, which is disassembling the whole unit. We inspect it. We advise all the repairs, including the cost, and once customer approves all the repairs, we will fix those. So the common word used is called refurbish. So we refurbish the equipment, and now during the refurbishing process, we might need new parts. We might have to repair the old parts. We go through the whole process. So whether it requires a manufacturing or repair, we'll do that in-house, assemble the product so it works like a new.
So, and one last part,
Right.
Inventory of stock. That's also something I understand that sets you apart from the competitors. Can you maybe elaborate on that?
Exactly. I think as over the years, as power plants are cutting back on their own inventory, as things are changing, as U.S. economy is not doing so well, people are cutting back on inventory quite a bit. And at that time, we decided that as things are changing in the marketplace, people need more and more parts rapidly. So we decided to stock inventory, which in the past, people used to stock at the power plants, but due to the business model, we decided to stock our own, and being a 24/7 open all the time, we believe that anybody needs a part in the rest of the world, we can ship it quickly if it's in stock. So we have been stocking more and more parts as customers are not stocking themselves. And due to the computers and technology available, anybody can log into our computers and check our inventory 24 hours, 7 days a week. So we believe that was a great service that we could provide to the customers, where they can log in and see what we got it in stock and place an order, and it can be shipped out any time of the day.
Wow, that was good.
What separates power plant services from rest of our competitors is we carry a lot of inventory of finished goods as well as raw material. None of the people in our industry that we know of carry so much inventory of finished goods and raw material. That sets us apart. We have a computer system where all this raw material as well as finished good inventories are updated constantly, and our customer can log in any time of the day 24/7 and access our inventory and place an order that we can ship it out really quickly.
How long does it take to turn something like that? And this is not your average steel necessarily.
No, these are all very high-end alloys. There are high-temperature alloys. They call super alloys. There are various words for that. But yeah, these are very hard to find alloys. And typical lead time is 6 months to a year to get those alloys. So, I mean, we have to plan usually 1 year in advance to get all this raw material on our doorstep.
So you need to have a little more capital than most places in order to maintain this just in case. Right?
Absolutely, you're right. I mean, yeah, we need a lot of capital to put in raw material inventory and finished good inventory to keep up with this business model.
But you obviously think this is important.
Oh, it is very important as power plants are cutting back on their own inventory level. In fact, we get a lot of calls for people, they want to reduce their inventory level. They want to buy back. So there is a constant interest to reduce the inventory at the power plant level.
So you're kind of a high demand industry. people are without power are losing millions of dollars a day, so they have a program where they reward you or they certify you or
Exactly.
Okay, so that's.
So again, the quality is very important aspect of the power industry. I mean, it costs our customer millions of dollars to be down. So customers are always looking for a supplier that they can count on for a quality product. And power plant services to prove that, that what we do is what we say. It is very important that we have ISO 9000 certification. People all around the world, they can't come and audit your shop and visit you. They have to believe you, and part of the belief process is getting ISO 9000 certification, which basically, the auditor comes and they go through your process, make sure that you are doing as per the industry standard, and that gives our customer peace of mind that they need for their equipment, because again, that costs them millions of dollars to be having a delivered wrong product or being down.
So it's very important to be certified.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's very important that, this sets us apart from a lot of our competition that does not have ISO certification. ISO certification is a very rigorous process that you have to go through, and usually takes about, a year to get established and pass those audits. So it is very important, and it sets you apart from a lot of people that take a lot of shortcuts to deliver the product.
Very good.
As power plant services is growing, we are acquiring international customers. We deal with various OEMs all over the world, and their demands are very stringent. And to follow their procedure, ISO certification is very important part to tell the customer that, we are a quality company.
That's it.
Power plant services mission is to exceed customer expectation by consistent quality, timely delivery, and continuous improvement. That will set us apart, we believe, from rest of the competition. In response to our customer needs, Power Plant Services has evolved as a one-stop shop. Power Plant Services provides manufacturing and repair services as well as project management, reverse engineering, raw material and finished good inventory, logistics services, and a great customer service sets us apart from our competition. I guess the biggest experience that I learned from this thing would be, to as you grow, how do you transfer your energy, your ideas into your employees? And by putting things in writing, have consistently meetings to deliver your ideas, and energize your employees to have a common goal and common objective, that would be the key to the growth. It's a lot easier when you are small to do yourself, but as you grow, it's a totally different challenge.